first matchup against the Giants. Can New York finish the sweep? The answer comes your way next on EA Sports.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Washington football team. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Throwing on first down, Torres. And incomplete to open things up. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run for the first time with Antonio Gibson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had the incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. A handoff to Barkley. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs, that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. These two teams hooking up for the 2nd time this year. They first met back in October, week 7. And it was the Giants with a road victory, so they'll look for the sweep here in MetLife Stadium. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Here's a give to Barkley. Barkley a first down and more. And finally brought down at the 38. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Now a play fake. Rodgers steps away. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Now Saquon Barkley. This Washington defense, Charles, terrific in the victory a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Here's Rodgers. Flushed out right. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Rodgers. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That's to Galladay, and he's got it. Touchdown, New York. Kenny Galladay hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Gano the extra point, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Let's go.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Torres. Open man is Samuel, complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. From the gun on 3rd down. Torres going deep downfield for Ross. And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out and giving the ball back to their offense?
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants' offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Ready to roll for the 2nd quarter from MetLife Stadium. The Giants with the football. 7-7, our score after 1. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it 2nd and 7. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. So now we have Jackson slow to get back on his feet. Appears to be shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On play action, now Rodgers.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Of course we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer, but you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
I showed it right there, outside of the pocket and on the money.
74 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in his first half.
And that's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
This is Barkley. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, if they continue to run the football this straight, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right out and right up the middle.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
Barkley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Second and 6 with the ball on the 7. They'll run with Barkley. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. That's to Galladay, and he's got it. Touchdown, New York. Kenny Galladay with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano, and that makes the score 14-7. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Looking to throw. Torres. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there. To throw on 2nd down. Torres. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Back to throw again. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this will be caught by Brown. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this 1st half. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And he missed it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. The long-distance shot before break comes up empty, but now Charles flipped the script. Time for likely one more play as field position becomes an issue.
Yeah, when you talk about field position, remember, if this kick is missed, the ball comes back to where? The spot that they snapped it from. So field position becomes a factor. I think in this spot, you might also want to think about throwing the Hail Mary. You know, put the ball up in the air. Maybe you can get 6 out of it instead of 3.
Yeah, see what happens.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this.
He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Rodgers now to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
2nd and 5.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he will have a Giants first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. On the run, it's Barkley. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
132 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
On 4th down, Joe Judge makes the decision. They're going for it.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now it's Barkley. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Going to give this time to the tailback. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here's Rodgers to throw. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. They'll run for it with Barkley. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. He's going deep for Brown. And this one is incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Torres. Looking long for Thomas. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. They'll look to throw again.
Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
On the draw, it's Gibson.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
On 1st down, Barkley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 153 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Flush to his right. Touchdown! That's caught. Kenny Galladay. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Get the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. These two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this year with the Giants winning that one. So they are looking for the sweep here at MetLife. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That's now consecutive 5-yard carries to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw. Torres, he gets it to Thomas. His 2nd catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was it.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Takk McKinley made his way into the backfield. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Torres. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Washington. De'Ami Brown, his first touchdown on the year. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. To throw is Rodgers. That's caught by Galladay. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And, partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Galladay. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Rodgers to throw. That's to Galladay, and he's got it. Touchdown, New York. touchdown pass. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And they will take a 7-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now Washington down 28-21, a minute 8 to go. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. And that's complete to Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back to throw. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Open man is Samuel, complete. Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds. He's back to throw. That's out to the flat for Gibson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He'll look to throw. They'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. They'll look to throw. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson, and he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. And now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. Well, Charles, they